Of all the things, teaching was the one profession I never contemplated. I view teachers as hardcore multitaskers with quick feet and patience that was beyond my understanding. I can remember a selfish prayer I had, which was to have an inside scoop on the curriculum and classroom day-to-day operations, but it was only for the benefit of my child's academic success. Life took a drastic turn, and I found myself standing before a group of students with a textbook in my hand. A world I could convince anyone was not for me surprisingly brought me so much joy and excitement. Since being part of this profession for a few years now, I've experienced so much growth, personally and professionally. The disposition I possess that will help in my teaching career would be respect for the diversity of others, because I love learning about different cultures and religions and languages. The differences of others always intrigue me, and I'm always eager to learn of new ways and strategies that I can incorporate them into the classroom or whatever it is that I'm doing. And the second being personal conduct, being committed to teaching all students with the belief that all students can learn. After working in a self-contained classroom, it is in my opinion that all children can learn. They may learn at a much slower rate, or they may need one-on-one instruction, or you as the educator may have to look for more creative ways to teach a certain part of the curriculum, but all students can learn. My second point, what disposition would I need to work on, would be the reflection, making time for reflection, the reflection process daily. I normally do this in the process of doing something else. So I think an example of correcting this would be actually just setting aside time to reflect and write down some steps that I can take to correct, whatever it is that needs adjusting. And the second being respect for diversity of others, specifically not tolerating or minimizing inappropriate behavior when observed. So I work with children. Some of them have behavior plans, and you never know how a student will respond to them being corrected publicly. So I'm gonna be apprehensive, which and it's not fair to the other students because it's taken away from their learning time, and it kind of makes the learning environment take a negative turn. So one way I feel that that could be corrected, or a technique I could use, is to use some visual cues. For instance, I could give the student a number one, and they know that number one means that's a warning, or number two maybe mean you get your enrichment taken or recess taken, and number three, they would know that they'll get a parent phone call. So my third point I would like to make talks about the disposition. The dispositions demonstrate my ability to understand others' cultures, genders, and learning differences, because first and foremost, the dispositions set expectations of the educator. As a result, I have a clear understanding of what it means to respect diversity, the differences of others, what it means to be fair, and also I have an understanding of what my professional conduct should be, even down to my attire. And also, the dispositions demonstrate my ability, helps to further my understanding in identifying the different entities that create the makeup of the learner. For instance, if a child is having trouble with grammar, a grammar assignment, I would consider their culture. And lastly, my last point, how do I anticipate using feedback? And so I anticipate using feedback to enhance my reflection process. In most cases, this is feedback from seasoned professionals, and I believe by incorporating their suggestions and my innovative thinking and processes, that will only enhance the learning experience for the student. So to sum it up, the ultimate goal is to not only present the curriculum, but to create an experience that will compel and challenge students to make them eager to learn. These dispositions decreases interferences of the learning environment and the learning process. Thank you.